I feel like tennis just isn't that good of a spectator sport, and I really want you to watch the rest of this video because your engagement is actually going to determine for me how you feel watching this. This is just a few actual point plays from a tournament in Las Vegas. That's Lerner Tien versus Alex Rybakov, both ATP players, and this is just a point after point recording. Quite a few first serves out, some slow points, short points. Doesn't it kind of feel like you're just sitting around waiting for something to happen a lot of the time? Like, is it effortful for you to sit here and watch this play out? Because that's how tennis feels. There's a lot of dead space in tennis, and I wanted to leave that in. And I don't know if you've noticed yet, but the stadium is virtually empty, and Lerner Tien is a pretty hot player on the ATP right now. I mean, a schoolyard fight would get a way bigger audience despite the fact these are two professional ATP players at an ATP tournament. This stadium is virtually empty. There's a fault, he hits it back, the ball kid runs to pick it up, and people are just kind of waiting for the point to start. Now we got the second serve. And I'm just going to leave this in here unedited because the dead space is important to see how this makes you feel. There's a serve, a return, and then hits the net and the ball is out. Sometimes I just feel like tennis isn't that great on camera or in person, and I hate to say that because I love the game, I love the sport, but it can be slow. And I think all of this adds up to why the stadiums are virtually empty. And personally, this is why I really struggle to sit through any kind of tennis tournament match on TV. All of this dead space is just advertising opportunity for the television networks broadcasting these games. But if you're here in person, you're literally just sitting through it. And when it comes to optimizing content for engagement, this kind of slowdown is exactly the type of thing you would edit out. Anyway, I'm just making this video because I'm genuinely curious if you guys feel the way that I feel. When you're watching content online, you're often seeing highlight reels and all the dead space cut out, so I'm leaving it here so you guys know what the reality is actually like. And as you can see, this is also what it's like to play at the professional level. A lot of time in between points, with a lot of points being pretty slow or very short. And I'll just go ahead and throw in one final point. I don't think that the typical camera angles we see on the broadcast ATP matches are doing the athleticism of tennis any favors. The camera angle is often so far away that tennis on TV looks about as interesting as Pong. All of these factors, I think, are contributing to the ignorant stereotypes that tennis is a boring and sissy sport. But if this is what you're seeing on TV, in a lot of ways, I think that's a logical conclusion. I just know better because I play. But as I've been editing the footage of this tournament I saw in person and filmed in person, I can't help but notice, my goodness, there is so much dead space to cut out.